You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time.
Qu'est-ce que vous faites dans la chambre, madame?
Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute.
Alors, pour info, les dialogues, quand il y a un cadenas, c'est que j'ai assez fouillé, assez trouvé d'éléments en fait. Ça, c'est mon niveau d'enquêteur en fait, que j'augmente dans le menu options.
What's going on here? What do they do to the patients to make them so terrified?
I would really like to know. I only see them when they are brought up for medical treatment, for problems they didn't have before going downstairs. But this is neither the time nor the place to talk about that. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood.
Ok, j'ai ramassé mes affaires. Ce rire. Pas mal. Bon, donc je suis dans un truc de psychiatrique apparemment.
What does this mean?
Et revoyons ce qui s'est passé. Où la belle seringue?
What did they inject him with?
Une drogue.
Am I in an asylum?
Comment ce docteur il me fait pas confiance?
In his eyes, this symbol must have some protective virtues.
Ouais.
Sarah.
You can't escape, Sarah. You can't escape. Burn it. The painting are cruised.
What did he write about the painting?
Is come for you. You can't escape encore. Y'a quoi en dessous?
Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors. If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
C'est lui qui fait tout ce bruit là? Non, on peut pas le faire sortir.
Poor wretch.
La nourriture. Qui a faim?
Dr. Colden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor.
Quand un ennemi fait votre présence, un marque blanc
Damn
apparaît.
it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those 2 myself.
D'accord, ok. C'est quoi ça? Ok, ça c'est pour se cacher, d'accord. C'est parti, genre en mode mission impossible. Donc on va éviter d'allumer le briquet. Hein.
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I
Okay,
can bring them
d'accord.
to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valve.
Attends, ils sont en train de parler
As
en
you
France.
want. I'm gonna see if there are sleeping pills left. They've run out again upstairs.
Put a few aside for me, will you? And above all, leave the wheels where...
Je vais où?
See him. I do not hear him. He does not call me. He does not call. Oh, don't let me sleep in here.
Ouais, j'ai cette impression.
Beside me.
Stop, I
I
can't.
feel it in my head and in my body. He roars and swells and has
Je vois rien.
oceans. Its waves rise and crash, leaving behind the moaning trail of white, nourishing foam. He is my master. He enters me. Yes, 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 yes.
Ok, c'est bon.
I think I got the right date.
Attends, je tout fouille. Ah ouais, c'est... Waouh.
Dates? That's the problem. I don't know what this date is.
Je suppose que le mec va arriver là. Ouais.
They're right.
Ah, attendez.
4 days. Maximum. 5 at the most.
Ça fait combien de temps que t'es là, vieux? Alors, ok, normalement, le mec, logiquement... Voilà, ok, il fait le tour. Faire diversion, d'accord. Ok, on va le faire en dernier, ça. On peut aller en dessous? Non, ok. J'aimerais bien avoir trouvé de documents, en fait. Là, ok, on peut se cacher. Ok, attention, il est revenu. Là, on peut pas passer, c'est clair et net. Ok. Donc... je voudrais aller avant... dans le bureau, là que j'ai vu, là, avant que le mec me repère. C'est Nathan, t'inquiète, j'ai vu, hein.
There, come here. I don't know what you're doing there, but you don't seem to be friends with the nurses. I can help you. Help me, and I'll owe you one.
Oh.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep. You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here. Except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah. And in exchange, I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
I'll find you some pills.
Go look in the storage room. There must be sleeping pills there.
Je vais t'aider, vieux, à dormir. Ok. Olé. Donc là, logiquement, le garde, il est à droite. Ok, d'accord. Peut-être, attends, c'est pas sûr. Je voudrais savoir où est-ce qu'ils sont les gardes qui étaient là. C'est quoi ça?
Good God. What could this machine be used for? What is going on here?
Y a rien. Ah. Waouh, il s'est arraché les yeux. La vache.
It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little rock. This is madness. Are they seriously thinking of transmitting the properties of this meat by electric current? Worse and worse.
On peut dire que j'ai encore de la chance. C'est quoi ça?
This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity.
Ouais, en gros,
What
ouais.
will happen if I increase the current to the limit?
Ok, donc j'ai plein de trucs pour faire...
The corpse is complete. Whose are these limbs? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine?
Donc, soit j'augmente le courant pour faire un surplus d'énergie, soit le somnifère pour le gars. Mais je vais être sympa, les somnifères, rien que pour l'aider le pauvre. Apparemment, les...
He can see me.
Let's calm down.
It's locked.
No.
Pain is just information, dear Francis. Invaluable information for... my research.
D'accord.
The
Ok.
green gas leaves from here and it runs through the whole building.
If you don't kill me, he will.
My poor friend, I fear your mind is lost forever.
Et ça, c'est grâce au point d'investigation que j'avais. Vu que je suis un maître et je peux crocheter maintenant tout, je peux découvrir des pièces cachées. Ah, pas mal ça. Ok, donc on peut s'enfuir par là aussi. Encore un truc de machine. Et là, ok. D'accord, c'est la porte fermée. Ok, d'accord. Donc c'est bon à savoir. Non, je voulais pas y aller. Je voulais juste voir si on pouvait passer. Tu recules. Non. J'aime pas l'ambiance, on sort tout de suite. Pourquoi ça fait beau débattre pour le cœur? Ouvre-toi la porte.
This valve controls the pressure.
D'accord.
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands. A duct.
Ah, bah ouais, un conduit. Ça fera boum, c'est ça? D'accord. C'est quoi ça?
The control wheel is missing.
Ok, il manque un truc. Bon, on a la conduit, l'électricité et le gars qui fait du bruit.
Exactly what I need.
Ok, apparemment il reste là. Évidemment. Ah, cool.
Perfect.
Ok.
With these chains on your wrist, you can't escape.
Alors pour info, le truc que vous voyez en bas à gauche qui clignote, c'est-à-dire qu'il y a des objets à trouver dans cette salle. J'y avais un marteau. Mais malheureusement, je suis un peu un enquêteur un peu nul là. Il revient. C'est pas parfait, on va essayer de passer. Hop.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills?
Voilà. Ok, encore une armoire. Cool, je monte mon truc de médecin. Ah, des
My new
somnifères.
friend's sleeping pills.
Il va être content, mon copain.
Scopolamine, morphine, opium. Nothing but common drugs.
Ouah, j'ai une chance énorme, il a ouvert la porte, le salaud. Il sait ouvrir des portes. Quand là, ça m'embête de partir sans que j'ai fouillé.
I could use this control wheel to turn the valve I saw.
Ok, donc ça c'est l'aval. Bah je pense qu'on a fait le tour. Ah non, attends, cette pièce, où il y avait la clé. Ok, d'accord, ça va là. Salut Kira. Je suis en mode espion. Ok, on va attendre qu'il passe. Qu'est-ce qu'il regarde? Voilà, va là-bas, va-t'en. Faut dire que j'ai eu de la chance, hein. J'aime bien les clés. J'aimerais voir avant s'il y avait autre chose à fouiller, intéressant. Non. Ah bah, je vais faire le vente. Eh ben, alors, tiens, vous êtes 6 sur live. D'après vous, est-ce que je donne les somnifères au gars? Est-ce que je fais péter le tuyau qui est là-bas au fond, là, pour faire exploser? Ou est-ce que je fais sauter le courant? On a 3 choix de scénario. Qu'est-ce que je fais? Le courant, le mec somnifère, ou je fais exploser le tuyau? Alors j'ai un somnifère, j'ai 2 somnifères. Allez, encore 15 secondes. Alors, je pense pas que je peux faire les 3 Gawar. Cours, merci John. Tu veux que je sois en vie ou je meurs? J'avoue, je pourrais faire les 3. Je sais pas si on peut. Bah écoute, déjà on va être sympa. On va, grâce à nous, il va dormir.
I've got what you want.
Show me!
Bah oui, bien sûr, je vais te montrer.
There.
Allez.
And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away!
Mon plan après c'est une bonne question, Gawar. Ok, d'accord. Ah, attends, ça a fait bouger le garde là-bas. Attends, tu sais quoi, on va faire le truc. Ouais, voilà, hop, du
I
coup,
can
on va
still
tout faire.
increase the load.
Hop. Hop.
Have I activated anything?
Ouais, t'as allumé quelque chose, mon vieux. Il y en avait un qui était là-bas, on y va. Vas-y, improvisation à mort. On augmente le courant. Alors, attendez, là aussi. J'espère que ça va pas nous péter à la tronche.
Now for the next step.
La dernière. Et... bah ça fait pas boum. Là c'est bon. Là le truc c'est bon. Ok. Ah bah oui, attends, j'ai pas activé ça.
It's done. Now for the others.
Le dernier, je sais où est-ce qu'il est. C'est parti. Le dernier, je sais où est-ce qu'il est. Eh, le garde qui était là a disparu par contre, ça c'est bien. On va attendre.
Theoretically, I've only got one left.
Oh non, il manque un levier. Où est-ce qu'on a trouvé un levier?
What carnage.
Mince, il nous manque un levier. Ouah, c'est quoi tout ça? Ouah la vache. Ça c'est bien fait quand même. Ah, notre levier. Bon, qu'est-ce qui va se passer?
All the levers are activated.
Ok, donc de toute façon, j'étais obligé de façon de faire diversion pour que le garde s'en aille. Ok.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Oui, effectivement.
What's going on?
Ils courent vite les mecs, hein. Ouah, j'ai une chance énorme là. Cours, 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 cours. Ouvre la porte, allez, ouvre la porte. Un coup de bol, je pense que tu veux dire, John.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
Mince. J'ai pas assez en médecine légale pour proposer ça. Et là, j'ai débloqué grâce à mon investigation.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me?
Bah, y a pire.
The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore.
C'est lui qui s'est arraché les yeux.
The culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
Eh ben écoute...
In her office, I saw signs of a ritual, perhaps an invocation. These things, that's what makes you say she's cursed.
You're wrong. It was not an invocation, but a revocation. But she failed. And that's what counts.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Chandler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me. No!
Sanders! What the hell? I gotta... Okay. This is insane.
Waouh.
What killed him?
Ah, j'adore. Il en reste après du gaz.
Damn! The gas! Oh. My head.
Later. We need to move on.
Pierce s'est réveillé dans un asile, installé dans les sous-sols de l'Institut Riverside. Il a rencontré le docteur Colden, une amie de Bradley qui l'a aidé à s'échapper. En errant dans les couloirs de cet endroit où le docteur Fleur règne en maître, Pierce a pu parler à un homme nommé Francis Sanders. Avant de mourir sous les yeux du détective, il a accusé Sarah Hawkins d'être responsable de ses tourments. Pierce a finalement quitté l'endroit, maudit en compagnie de Bradley et Colden. Les compagnons d'infortune décident d'utiliser le manoir Hawkins comme planque. Entrer dans la folie. Ah, des tentacules.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
Non, non, non. T'as pas besoin d'un verre, non. Ah bah c'est plus joli quand il fait jour.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
Comment ça tout va bien?
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Ah, dommage, j'ai pas assez. Ah, purée, j'ai pas assez.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The
Évidemment.
night we went into the Hawkins mansion. You don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor, then,
Et
Then
puis...
what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital and called on Marie's help to get you released.
And you don't remember the events of the tunnel?
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
Oh, c'est space.
I heard you talking earlier.
Why am I not surprised?
I get the impression you two don't get along.
Intrusive and not very clever. Anyway,
Ah
let's
mince,
get back to the business at hand.
ça a pas marché.
Given the energy he pours into Riverside, I presume it was Fuller's creation.
His father's, to be correct. He was a surgeon on board the Scylla. He founded the hospital in 1904 with funds from the Hawkins family before he died and his son Thomas Fuller took over.
Two families inextricably linked.
Most island families are that way. Captain Fitzroy's father was also a seaman aboard the Scylla.
Powerful families dominating everything.
Yes, and as you could tell, Dr. Fuller is like some crazed emperor.
He wouldn't be happy if he knew we were snooping around.
I know the risks. I don't fear him. Do you wish to know anything else?
Je connais les risques, je ne le crains pas. On va faire ça.
Dr. Fuller seems to be leaving a trail of corpses. Not to mention those strange machines, chains, and tools of all kind.
Yes. I've been telling you that Fuller uses his patients as guinea pigs.
What I saw was more akin to torture than medicine.
Do you even hear what you're saying? Dr. Fuller is highly respected.
It's the truth, Ethan. And I'll prove it to you. I'm listening, Mr. Pierce.
D'accord, ils sont pas d'accord sur ça, ok. Bon,
I
voilà.
met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
Ouais.
I didn't see what, but something was there, with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
Oui, logique.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Pierce, Condon et Bradley sont à présent liés par l'affaire Sarah Hawkins. Ils décident de suivre la piste de Francis Sanders, collectionneur d'art et ami de la peintre. Mort sous les yeux de Pierce, ce dernier se rend à sa demeure pour interroger sa veuve sur le vagabond, dont le malheureux a parlé avant de mourir. Entrée dans la folie.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may.
Merci, madame.
However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me.
Oh oui, j'en ai plein de choses à te dire, tu verras. Anthony.
May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Oh là là.
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
Ah, qu'est-ce que je lui dis? Ah, j'ai pas assez en point psychologique. Ah là. Ouais, on va être sympa, hein. Enfin, je vois pas comment dire autre chose, hein. Enfin non. Ouais, vas-y.
He started raving, screaming that a dimensional shambler had found him.
Oh, mercy, that story again. Why have him interned?
That was when he began to convulse and twist with pain. Or terror, it's hard to tell.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not really sure of what I saw, or what I didn't see. But it's best that you weren't there.
I should have been there. What you're telling me is outrageous. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Ah, est-ce qu'on teste les coins?
Mrs. Sanders, I understand your grief, and I extend my deepest condolences to you. But I had nothing to do with the death of your husband. I've just arrived on Darkwater. I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
The death of the Hawkins family? You mean it was not an accident? This accursed island knows only tragedy after tragedy. You too would be advised to flee it like the plague. Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Ah, parfait.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Merci, madame. Ah, cool, on peut fouiller.
Did she really care for him after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Ah. Une reconstitution.
A house of artists. A house of artists. Frances Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Ok. Non, on peut pas aller là-bas.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? A house of artists.
C'est déjà fouillé. Fouillé partout, 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 partout. C'est ça? Ah ouais.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
Allez!
She first refused to sell the painting. How did that make her feel? Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
C'est vrai qu'elle en fait une tête. Et lui...
The Shambler. I need to see it.
J'ai pas envie de le voir, moi. Bon, on arrête là. Bon, ça vous dérange pas, madame? Je suis chez vous, tranquille, la pêche? Non, c'est gentil, merci. C'est moi ou ça a bougé le tableau là?
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Il y a des trucs bizarres chez vous, madame. Ah tiens.
I could use one of those. A strange Amerindian pendant. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing. Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Oh, stylé. Souhaitez-vous consulter ce livre? Bah... oui. Ah, faire ça. Clé de la galerie Sanders. D'accord, évidemment c'était là, ok. On va pas l'avant à Madame Cat.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Ça passera jamais, ça.
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
Bonne nuit, Piquant, à bientôt.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say? Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Alors, je dois juste aller voir le phonographe avant. Ah, elle est là.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes. I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
Ah, c'est bon, j'ai écouté. Ah, je pouvais pas passer par là. J'aime pas ça parce que c'est bien qu'on peut se cacher, quoi. Ouais. Donc il y aura un truc.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times. The public entrance to the gallery.
Je suppose que c'était bloqué au fond. On va fouiller avant.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Ah, cool. Oh,
The man transforms an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
C'est stylé, mais effrayant. Ok, là c'est là d'où je viens.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
Pourquoi ça je flipper?